This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the incredible musician and band leader, the one and only James Byrne. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at James's incredible talent. Well, hello, James. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Thanks, Will.
James, so nice to finally meet you. I know that you're in Westchester County, where I used to live because I grew up there. And I will not let the audience know where exactly, because you know what? You're going to become famous very soon, and I don't want you getting any stalkers. Now, listen, I want to know, James, what was it about the guitar growing up that you felt that made you fall in love with it?
Yeah, great question. I really like the idea of self-expression and being able to express, thoughts, ideas musically. So I've been very fortunate to study with some great teachers, and that was always a key point in any lesson I've had. So um, yeah, being able to express ideas, thoughts, feelings, especially.
Isn't that amazing thing as artists, we get to through our different mediums express emotions. And again, I told you off camera, I just spoke with someone from Korea and also yesterday from Singapore, China, New York City, California, and you name it. But emotion and music combined in whatever art discipline it is a universal language. And I think it's something that we're all trying to work through now more than ever. I want to know, James, for you though, about those teachers. Was it all throughout elementary school, middle school, high school, and college? Talk to me about some of your teachers and the little tidbits of information you picked up along the way that helped you grow in your craft.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that um, there's there's a level of like rationality. You have to learn all your ins and outs about like the instrument itself and then theory. And then but how does that fit in the bigger picture of things, and how does this relate to the listener more than anything? So um really getting into the perspective of the listener is like a skill in itself. So um I think that was a main focus point for definitely for when I was studying later in life in college, and um, always relating it back to the listener and to the perspective of someone enjoying the music, trying to relate to someone um, that's listening.
That's amazing. And are there any musicians or artists that you grew up listening to that were inspirations?
Oh yeah, quite a few. Just to name a couple, John Coltrane is a big one. Cannonball Adderley, Bill Evans. Um, but I try to draw inspiration, and influence from anything, from whether it's I'm having a bad day at work or I'm going through something, or uh, it's pretty limitless. But I think those are some important ones to me uh, in the music industry.
Absolutely. Well, listen, James, I want to let the audience know for more on the incredible James Byrne. You can read more about him right below this video. James, this has obviously been a tough time for all humans, especially artists. I'm curious to know how you were able to keep that creative spark ignited throughout these past few years.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy, especially like the past, start at the start of everything. I mean, I was out of work for, probably about a couple months, six to 12 months, with just nothing, So, uh, you do other things to make it work, you get a day job. I picked up some students that I met with virtually. Um, Fortunately, the past the past year things have been uh, doing pretty well. I played last night, thank God. And I have some more dates coming up by the end of the month. So, um, yeah, you just got to make it work, and if the gigs aren't there, then the bills still need to get paid, so you gotta do something else to make it work. So
Well, and do you feel
yeah.
like, James, and I don't know, I've spoken with a lot of artists all over the world this next question. I feel like as artists, we've always had to make it work. We've always had to kind of juggle what happens if there's no gig. Oh, we will just figure it out. Do you feel like those skill sets that you've gained throughout your life, just being an artist and a musician, has served you well during this time?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like being a musician is a performance-based role. Like it's performance in the sense that you are performing and you have an audience, but also when I don't know how it is for other musicians, but I do all the booking myself. So like even making the deal and like contacting people and figuring out the wages, who are you going to pay, who are you going to call for the gig. I mean, that's performance. You're performing in a different way. It's just you're an organizer or an agent in that sense,
Yeah, your own business. I mean, look at, and yes, I've spoken with many performers and musicians, and look at, before I became a director, that's me and my twin brother, God bless, at Carnegie Hall, the last big gig we did before I became a director, and but we booked ourselves for years. And frankly, what's the quote? If you're not, if so, what's the quote? Oh God, I'm trying to sound smart, but I'm not right now. It's like, do it yourself if you want it done right, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know where you're going with that. Yeah.
God bless you,
Uh,
James. Thank you for that affirmation. But basically, I agree with you. I think that artists now more than ever are not waiting for any middleman. They're saying,
mhm.
I can do it myself. And I love, James, that you are taking the bull by the horn. Is that even an expression? My expressions are off this morning. But James, listen, I am so excited that you're coming on board this incredible new social media app where you're going to get to collaborate and connect with artists all over the world. I'm so excited that you took the time out today to speak with me. And also, I'm happy that we're connected now.
Yeah, I am too. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Will.
Thank, thank you.